Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Grant Ellis appeared to be an excellent candidate for The Bachelor Season 29, but he failed to meet high expectations. Grant, a 31-year-old day trader and former basketball player from New Jersey, made his TV debut on a completely different Bachelor franchise show. Grant was one of 25 guys who dated Jen Tran on The Bachelorette Season 21. When Jen eliminated Grant before the hometown dates, he received a generous consolation prize and was cast as the franchise's next male star. Hopes were high for his season, but Grant appeared unprepared for the role from the start. Grant began night one of The Bachelor Season 29 by greeting limousines filled with single ladies outside the famed Bachelor mansion. He appeared to be quite determined at first. He swiftly selected the winner of his first impression rose and appeared to know precisely what he was looking for. It wasn't long before everything began to unravel. Grant's mind shifted dramatically from one day to the next. As the season continued, he frequently sent home his favorites while retaining women who he hardly noticed. Here are 6 reasons Grant wasn't sure what he wanted. Grant's odds of finding love appeared to be sky high on the first night of The Bachelor Season 29, when he instantly bonded with The Bachelor's Alexa Godin, 27. Grant was charmed with Alexa from the minute she arrived at the mansion with Linda, Alama. Alex, a speech therapist, grew up on a farm and loves animals. Grant liked her so much that he gave her the coveted first impression rose. This season, receiving the first impression rose also resulted in the first single date. The individual who wins the first impression rose has only received the final rose once in the history of the Bachelor franchise, but Alexi appeared to have the potential to break the curse. Grant and Alexi went on a one-on-one date to an after-hours mall, which was ideal for them. They had joy running around an empty mall, but they also bonded emotionally. They both discussed their non-traditional backgrounds and appeared to have a strong bond. Unfortunately, Grant and Alexi's connection faded quickly thereafter. Grant eliminated her before their hometown dates. Sending Alexi home from The Bachelor Season 29 was more stunning because Grant kept the Bachelor's Zoe McGrady, with whom he appeared to have little in common. He scarcely noticed the tech engineer/model, and she was the only woman in the final 4 who never had a solo date. It was easy to forget Zoe was even around most of the time, so it was shocking when she was assigned a hometown date instead of Alex. Grant's decisions were frequently bizarre. He clearly did not know what he wanted. Grant admired Dina Lupanko, 31, from the moment she got out of the limousine on night 1. He could see she was highly intelligent, which drew him to her. He soon trusted her judgment and even followed her counsel when it came to other ladies on The Bachelor Season 29. Throughout The Bachelor Season 29, Dina and Grant appeared to be a good match, and she was one of the favorites to win the entire thing. Everything changed after Dina visited her hometown. Grant was often talking about how important family is to him. Dina came from a large, close-knit family, so their beliefs were clearly linked. When Grant came to Chicago for Dina's hometown date, he was looking forward to meeting her parents and 10 siblings, but he was disappointed. Dina had to tell him that, while he'd get to meet her acquaintances, he wouldn't be meeting any of her relatives during his visit to Chicago. After her parents refused to meet Grant, he eliminated her. Eliminating Dina appeared to be a rushed choice, which was typical of Grant's 29 final of The Bachelor. Grant's runner-up, 31-year-old Lisha Gare, revealed some details about what Grant had said to her during production. Lisha explained that Grant had been telling her all along that he planned to pick her up. He went on to surprise Lisha by proposing to Juliana Pasquarosa, 28, instead. Lisha revealed other statements that were never shown on the show, which is not a good picture for Grant. See him and Lisha in happier times in the video above. When she discovered who Grant finally chose on the show. During the Season 29 final of The Bachelor, Lisha informed host Jesse Palmer that Grant had repeatedly guaranteed her that he was going to propose to her and give her his final rose. According to Lisha, early in the season, Grant even informed her that he wanted to terminate the season early because he was certain she was the one. Lisha says she told Grant the night before the final rose ceremony, "I can't believe we're getting engaged tomorrow," to which he said yes. Grant did not reject any of Lisha's assertions. During the Bachelor Season 29 final, Lisha asked Grant when he changed his mind, but he insisted he hadn't. He claimed he had fallen in love with her, but he met someone who was a better fit for him. Lisha told Grant she was angry with him, and it was evident that he had misled her. It explains why she felt so confident before the rose ceremony. She had no reservations until he pulled the rug out from beneath her on national television. Grant wasn't sure what he wanted. He waffled until the last minute. The Bachelor Season 29 teaser concludes with Grant being perplexed during the final rose ceremony. Both women were on their way, and he was still unsure of his decision. When host Jesse Palmer asks if he is prepared, Grant responds, "The truth is, I don't know." He eventually decides to give his final rose to Juliana, but the fact that Grant was so unsure about his decision until the end shows that he didn't know what he wanted. In another footage, displayed above, she reacts to his selections. Grant was the first Bachelor Nation cast member to tell numerous ladies that he loved them, but he took it to a whole other level. Grant absolutely misled Lisha when he stated that he would give her his final rose, only to alter his mind at the last minute. The hardest aspect was that Lisha had never told a man she loved him before. It may be a long time before she can open her heart again. Juliana, for her part, was still reeling from the heartbreak of her previous relationship, so she refrained from assuring Grant that she would love him till the end. Grant telling both women that he loved them exemplifies his lack of clarity about what he was seeking for. He should not have used that word, no matter how strongly he felt it. It was incredibly selfish. The simple line is that Grant was not prepared to be the Bachelor. They made routines, morning coffees, Sunday hikes, watching the Great British Bake Off on weeknights. Slowly, the fantasy gave way to reality, and the real love emerged. Grant often spoke about how his journey on The Bachelor wasn't perfect, and he was okay with that. "I wasn't cast to be a fairy tale prince. I was cast because I'm human. I stumbled. I second-guessed. But I chose love. And she chose me back." Chris probed. He shook his head. "I don't regret following my heart. It was the hardest decision I've ever made, but I truly believe I made the right one." Juliana forced a smile. "I just hope you treat her well." Lisha squeezed Grant's hand. "I know this wasn't easy for anyone, but I love this man, and I'm excited for our future." The audience cheered, but online debates raged on. Did Grant make the right choice? Had he led Juliana on? Would his relationship with Lisha last? As the cameras faded to black, Grant and Lisha embraced, ready to face whatever came next, together, and thus ended another chapter of The Bachelor, proving once again that love is never simple, but always worth the risk. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any updates.